Hello, everyone. This is your explanation for the King Arthur and Aquaman assignment. So this is your last assignment for the unit, and it will be the largest one you have seen to date in the course. It is worth 50 points, so it will have a significant impact on your grade, and you need to make sure that you are hitting all of the question points as you go through this. It is intended to take you all week, so you want to make sure that you're taking your time completing this assignment. All right. So what you'll be doing for this assignment is you have learned about that the story of King Arthur is one that has crossed cultures and lasted generations. We see reinterpretations of King Arthur all the time, and it is still a story that is relevant today. For this final assignment of the unit, you're going to analyze a modern interpretation of King Arthur and argue whether or not it is an accurate interpretation of the classic story. So, have you ever heard or seen the 2018 film Aquaman? Believe it or not, this is a modern interpretation of King Arthur. So we're diving head first, into this Arthurian analysis. So the first thing you need to do is you need to do some background information. You will need to read this article that is linked in the assignment, and then what you will do is you need to write a 1 to 2 paragraph response summarizing the article and why did the author write it. So you have to use specific examples and evidence from the article to support your response. Then you're going to watch this clip. You're going to see several YouTube clips to different scenes from the movie. So for this one, you're going to identify the mood. And remember, mood is what you feel, is what you're feeling when you read something, right? So the tone is the attitude the author gives, and then the mood is how we feel. So this is one of the first scenes of the movie. So consider the setting of this clip and the conflict of the scene. The writers, directors, and producers were very purposeful when creating it. So how does it make the observer feel? What specific elements of the scene contribute to this mood or feeling? So this is a fill in the blank one because I want you to start getting into that habit of really building strong paragraphs. Then for task 3, we're going back to archetypes. Remember how we talked about this in Unit 1 with Sherlock Holmes? We're doing it again. So for this, you're going to watch another clip. Let's see if you remember anything. And then you're going to compare and contrast the character from Aquaman to the traditional Arthurian characters they represent. And you need to use evidence from both stories we read last week and the clip to support your response. So think about what we read and compare and contrast the two characters. And then you need to answer, what archetype does this character fall under, and use evidence from the video clip to support your response. For task 4, you're going to analyze the theme. So you're going to watch this clip, history lesson, the lost trident of Atlantis scene, and you're going to write a 1-paragraph response identifying the theme of that story, and you're going to use a sentence stem to help you create that if you'd like. Or you can create your own theme. Remember, a theme is not what the story is about. It's that bigger idea. So think about those bigger ideas that's being shared in that history lesson. For task 5, you're gonna explore a little bit more. There's a whole bunch of movie scenes from the movie on this playlist, and you're going to consider all the aspects of the movie: the theme, the character, the mood, the storyline, the author's purpose. We learned a little bit from the authors from that task 1, right? So you're going to write a 2-paragraph response to the following question: is the movie a true interpretation of a King Arthur story? Use evidence from the movie, stories, and/or articles we've read throughout this unit to support your response. You may also use the research you did last week to support your response. If you need a refresher on how to write an analytical paragraph, that resource is right here for you. Finally, you are going to complete your final argument. So I want you to consider this quote from an article published in Newsweek. And you don't have to read this whole article, but the author argues, is our modern appetite for fantasy a reflection of our need to reinvent the past and bring hope into our present? Moral integrity, loyalty to one's friends and kin, abiding by the law, and defending the weak form the cornerstone of how Arthurian fellowship has been defined through the centuries. They offered the reassurance that doing the morally right thing is valuable, even if it may bring temporary defeat. In the end, virtues and values prevail, and it is these enduring features of the legends that have kept them alive in the hearts and minds of so many through the centuries. So, with that thought, after everything you've learned in this unit, do you agree with or disagree with the following statement? King Arthur's story is still relevant today. So you're going to explain why or why not, and use evidence from what you have learned throughout this unit to support your response. If you have any questions whatsoever as you're completing this, let me know. But you are expected to take a week on this. So make sure you take your time, check for spelling errors and grammatical errors, and make sure you have relevant text that supports your claims. Thank you so much, and I look forward to reading your response. Thank you. Bye.